It's Miss Emily from the Children's Department of the main branch of the Charleston County Public Library, inviting you back into my home and my kitchen to go on another culinary adventure together. Today I am going to teach y'all how to use tortillas, something you may have at home. We're going to make tortillas two ways. So I'm going to make a sweet and a savory. So we're going to do a cheese quesadilla and we're going to do some banana sushi. I'm really excited. They're both pretty easy. The quesadilla, little ones will need their parents' help for because it does involve the stove top. And the banana sushi just involves some basic cutting skills.
Hi guys. Alrighty, I like to set it up like this so you can see exactly what my hands are doing. So I have gotten the ingredients for the quesadilla set up. On the recipe that will be shared with this, everything is double because it was for 2 quesadillas. I live by myself, so I only needed 1. But you could easily, just cut it in half. That's not hard. So we've got a tortilla, and you just need to think of it as in 2 different circles, or 2 semicircles in half. We've got 1/3 cup of cheese, and you're going to place that all along 1/2 of the circle. Again, because we're going to be flipping the other half over. So, now if you just wanted to make a plain and simple quesadilla, grilled cheese quesadilla, nothing else, you would flip this over and go through the rest. But you are welcome to add whatever you would like to it. You can add meat, you can add veggies, you can add salsa, sour cream, all sorts of things. The possibilities are endless as long as it can still fit in the quesadilla without breaking it. So I just did some onions and peppers. I played it relatively safe. I also was just going off of what I had at hand. I'm trying to limit the amount that I'm going to the grocery right now. So just, sometimes plain and simple is okay. So I put those on top, and that looks like just the right amount. I'm worried if I put too many more vegetables, when I folded it over, it really would not, it would break apart. So, gonna fold that in half. The next step is to oil both the quesadilla and the pot. The pan. I always call it the pan, and I mean the pot. If that I would be able to remember that. So, we need 2 teaspoons of oil. The recipe calls for vegetable oil. I used olive oil simply because it's what I had on hand, and again, trying to minimize going to the grocery. This is the kind of stuff that's pretty, it's easy to customize it to work with what you have on hand. Don't feel like you have to go out and make a special trip for this sort of recipe. So, I take a teaspoon of olive oil, put it on my stovetop, and then I turn that stovetop to medium heat. And then I take a teaspoon, kind of drizzle that over the top there. The recipe calls for a pastry brush just to even it out to make sure you're getting the crunches, throughout. If you don't have a pastry brush, though, really don't worry about it. Just do your best with the drizzle. That's not a problem. So I'm gonna go ahead. I hear the oil sizzling up. I hear it. I'm just gonna make sure it's ready for me. I'm gonna use my spatula. Make sure I've got a handle on it, that it's not gonna fall out. I put my top hand on. Little ones, this is where you might need your parents because it's gonna start to get hot. And I place that on the stove top. I like to make sure that it's, nothing's falling out. That I hear the oil making little tiny bubbles. Place it flat. So I'm gonna let that sit for 2 minutes. Let it start to get brown, and then we'll flip it over to the other side. And I love to make cheese quesadillas. I think it's super easy when I'm craving something cheesy. That rhymed, I didn't mean for it to. I also make grilled cheese, but I don't like to have grilled cheese without a tomato soup. It's like peanut butter and jelly, but I like it better together. So when I'm craving something really cheesy and don't want to have to make another thing, I just want one thing, either a snack or a meal, quesadilla is what I go to. So I'm just gonna check on how it's doing. Again, this is where kids are really gonna need your parents' help because it is hot. Here at working, I see it getting a little bit brown, but it's not quite brown enough. Let's see how we're doing. All right, so now I'm gonna do the flip part, and I'm a little worried because of the veggies on the side, but hopefully it'll go okay. So I just up and over. Oh, that looks beautiful. And then I toss this side for about 2 minutes. Once it's toasty on the other side too, I'll take it off, put it here, and cut it, and you guys can see the results. Okay, so I allowed it to cool, even though sometimes when it first comes out, it looks so good that I don't want to wait to cut it. I also don't want to burn my fingers or my mouth, so I waited for it to cool. And then I cut it into 3 triangles. You can see the little inside got a little darker. But let's peek in the middle. Lots of gooey cheese. See the cheese melted. We got our veggies. Like I said, you can put more in there. You can cut it different ways if you want. I just made one just for a quick, easy snack. If you have salsa, sour cream, or guacamole on hand, you can make it a big old party. I don't have any of those things on hand right now. I like it just the way it is, so I'm gonna have a bite. So good. And now we are gonna make our dessert tortillas, our banana sushi. Even the kids, those of you who don't like regular sushi, think I might be able to get you on board with this one. Okay, guys. Now, this should look familiar. It's a tortilla, but this time we're gonna use it to make some dessert. We're gonna make some banana sushi. So the recipe that I have calls for peanut butter, a banana, flour tortilla, and Nutella. I did not have Nutella in the house, so once again, I edited a little bit to make it my own. I'm just gonna use a dab of honey instead. Still gets some sweetness, but if you have Nutella, full permission. So we need 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. First step is to take that peanut butter and smother it all over your tortilla. If you want more than 2 tablespoons, it said you could go up to 3. I don't know, I'm silly. I only wanted 2. You can never have too much peanut butter though, right? I probably should have gone with 3, but oh well. You guys have full permission from me, as long as you don't have a nut allergy, to go for 3. And again, this is just an idea of something to use the tortilla for. If you have a nut allergy, don't use peanut butter. Use Nutella and, honey instead of peanut butter and Nutella. Or, if you don't like Nutella and you don't like honey, add some chocolate chips or some coconut. It's like everything else so far that we've talked about. You can really make it your own. So, got that. So then we're gonna peel our banana. Peel, banana, peel, banana. Now I'm gonna have bananas unite stuck in my head for the rest of the day. Just gonna put that there, kind of in the middle. And then we're gonna add, I'm gonna do just a dash of honey. Recipe said a smear of Nutella. You don't, again, want it to get too messy. And then you're gonna fold it over. And you're gonna try to straighten out the banana as much as possible. Sometimes they're curved, but for this to work well, you're gonna wanna straighten it out as possible and tie it up as tight as you can so it becomes like a tiny, skinny burrito. Throw this banana peel away. And then you're gonna cut, let me get a bigger knife. So you're gonna cut, the recipe said about every half an inch to an inch. Just try to make it even if you want. I think a little bit more peanut butter might help keep it stuck in there. The ends, I think, are always just going to be a bit awkward. But there's a regular piece. And there's another piece. So see, kind of looks like a sushi roll. A dessert sushi roll, if you will. And like I said, on the inside, you could put, I think next time I do this, I'll do coconut flakes, or some chocolate chips. Really can go a little bit wild with this if you want. And then you're ready to eat them. I think I'm actually going to freeze mine because I love a frozen banana. But yeah, super easy.
So there we have it, guys. Tortillas 2 ways. I hope you had a lot of fun. I think in this time when we're trying to stay inside, trying to limit even going to the grocery, it's important that we use what we have and we get creative and fun with it. So I like to think of my food as art. It's my canvas, and I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the ways I use tortilla as my canvas. And if you guys do make any of these recipes, please share them with the library. I'd love to see what you guys are all out there creating. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Thank you guys so much. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon.